is coming Jamaica's way. Wait, I Crypto Priel?
Yes, this is me, Crypto Priel from
How are you,
Freedom.
sir? How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Well, I am blessed, you know. I am blessed. So I have to just, it's a very cool Monday night in Jamaica. Extremely cool. And I have to welcome you, the Money Matters way, chat view way. So this one is yours.
All right. Well, welcome to Freedom Through Crypto. I'm Crypto Priel. As
Little Neil.
yeah.
Well, hold on. Take this one first. Take this one. You know what that was?
No, I don't
That's
know
50,
who that.
that's 50 cents. That's 50 cents.
Okay.
Yes. He said, I got money. I got money. So tonight, Money Matters Monday is all talking about cryptocurrency. Money of different type, nature, farm, you name it.
Beautiful.
And a lot of persons have no idea what crypto is. So, Neil, you're going to tell us exactly what it is, but who is Crypto Priel?
All right. So Crypto Priel is a farmer floor trader, farmer options trader, financial advisor in 2 countries, in Canada and Jamaica. Did a lot of traveling. I'm more based here in Jamaica now. But one of the earlier, I wouldn't say one of the earliest, but one of the earlier adopters of cryptocurrency going back to 2017 when crypto was at about 1,700 US dollars per crypto. And I believe in wealth. I believe in happiness and joy. Money is a key ingredient in being able to do things and create options for yourself. And so I think cryptocurrency is the next evolution in the chain of money, in the evolution of money. And so I think it's about time that Jamaicans start to know about it and start to embrace it, because there's a lot of benefits, and we can get into that later on, but there's a lot of benefits. So I'm just someone who's trying to bring that here. I see where we probably could really do with a cryptocurrency exchange based in Jamaica, because most of the ones are based abroad. And so that is one of my hopes for Jamaica, that we would have a cryptocurrency exchange that you can actually get involved on a really big scale.
Well, Crypto Priel, you know what is interesting? The minister, the finance minister, quoted as saying that the Bank of Jamaica will have digital currency by 2022, which is just next year. And interestingly, the opposition finance spokesperson, Mr. Robinson, also state that you need more literacy for digital currency amongst the people, right? More awareness. So they are pretty much starting to kickstart this thing. And ironically, Money Matters put out the flyer for tonight's live on Thursday. And the people running with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and everything from them. So I don't know if we are setting something or bringing the awareness or we need to, but that's what Money Matters is all about.
I think it's divine timing. It's divine timing.
Welcome, Shelly Thunder. I just want to take time out to welcome Shelly Thunder, Coco Brown. Neil, feel free to welcome the persons coming from your side.
Sure, yeah. Welcome, Shelly Thunder. You're coming from my side too.
Phoenix Wolf. Yeah. Yes. So shoot, Neil.
Yeah, so I mean, the opposition leader saying that there should be more education on cryptocurrencies, he's bang on. As is the government in saying that we should move towards embracing digital currency, which is different. It's slightly different. But Jamaica needs to move in that direction. Everyone is moving in that direction. So I'm happy to see the government is moving in that direction. What we want to see now is the banks and the financial institution putting the machinery in place to make that happen. And what I would look at as a big benchmark and a big milestone is if they are able to come up with, and it'd be interesting to see which institution first brings out a Jamaican cryptocurrency exchange. The largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, if I'm correct, is Coinbase. They're one of the first ones. That's one of the first ones I traded on, was Coinbase. And there's a lot of other big ones, Binance, there's Bitfinex, there's tons of massive cryptocurrency exchange, but Jamaica needs one. And it starts with education. You want people to be comfortable with it, and that's why I'm happy to join the program.
Priel, you just said it starts with education, and it doesn't make sense we right now be selfish. So every person on this live, share it with someone, because we need to bring the awareness to more persons. So just click a share, find a friend, share it. That's all you need to do. Everyone on the live, just start to share. That's it. Yeah. It's interesting you said when you started, it was 1700, right?
Yes.
Well, I have to keep ahead of the news. And Bloomberg latest statement, Bloomberg Business, is that it topped $60,000 right now.
Yes, it topped 60,000.
Bitcoin, 60,000.
60,000 US.
Imagine. And in the last 12 months, it appreciated by 1,000%, not 100, not 10, 1,000%. Welcome, Rakisho. Welcome, Lemon. Yes. So share the live, please. Share this live, because it is very important. Yeah, man. So
what's interesting is that one of the thing you're talking about in particular is Bitcoin, right? It's Bitcoin, which is one cryptocurrency, and it has done incredibly well. Like, it's the best performing asset ever on the planet. And that's not an exaggeration. It's the best performing asset ever on the planet. But it's not alone, because there are other cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is the most famous. It's the one that led the way. It's the first cryptocurrency, started in 2008 by something. Nobody knows really who it started with, but we won't go into that. It's Satoshi Nakamoto, right?
Yes.
And it started just after the 2008 crash. And when it started, I believe it first traded at 8 cents. When it first crossed, it was 8 cents, right? And so its performance has been incredible. Initially, there was a lot of resistance because it wasn't a part of mainstream. So mainstream usually like to protect its turf, natural. But now mainstream has started to embrace it. It is, in fact, at this point, there is more cryptocurrency volume. The volume of cryptocurrency trading in Korea exceeds the volume of stock trading in Korea at this time. The volume of trades.
All right. So
pension funds are getting.
What we need to get now, Neil, is we don't want to speculate, but we know Bitcoin is the most recognizable one. Yes. On the radar right now, can you name 2 others that are on the radar? And remember, is acceptance push the price up. The moment acceptance and confidence come to it, it's going to move. And just like when Jamaica is going to get digital, it's going to move. So is there 2 you can name?
Absolutely. The 2 most prominent behind Bitcoin would be Ethereum. And Ethereum is currently trading at about $1,800 US per Ether. It's called Ether for short, or ETH. And the other one is Litecoin. And Litecoin is a derivative or a spin-off from Bitcoin. So those are
I'm familiar with Litecoin.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with that one.
So those are the top ones. And there are some newer cryptocurrencies that have come out since then, but those are the easiest ones to recognize.
All right. So if a Jamaican was to say they want some Bitcoin, you know how they could access it?
Yeah, because my cryptocurrency life started while I was in Canada. I don't know if the same rules apply to opening a cryptocurrency account, and these accounts are held on exchanges. So imagine you have a stock exchange, that's the cryptocurrency exchange, and you hold your account with them. So Coinbase is where you would look to open an account, and they would do a KYC, know your client, they would do your ID and so on and so forth. but the currency, the Bitcoin is denominated in US dollars and in, I would say, hard currency, Canadian dollar, British pound, so on and so forth. So you'd have to acquire some one of those foreign currency, and that's what I'm hoping will change, is that you can use your Jamaican dollar and buy cryptocurrency directly. That's the big push that I have, and the big aspiration I have, to see Jamaicans have a cryptocurrency exchange where you use your Jamaican dollar and you can buy cryptocurrency. But you'd simply go to Coinbase, Binance. There's another exchange called Binance, B-I-N-A-N-C-E. A lot of these are on my Instagram page, so you can go through and see them. But Coinbase is the biggest, Binance, and Bitfinex. You can go to Bitfinex as well. So that's the first part. You would be verified once your ID is cleared. You transfer and wire them. In fact, no, when I started, you couldn't use credit card to buy, but now you can actually use credit cards and make a deposit off the credit card and buy some cryptocurrency.
Digital money buying Bitcoin.
Correct.
Or buying cryptocurrency.
Absolutely, because good point you make. 2 quick points there is that digital money isn't new.
Digital money not new. And persons, every time people speak about digital, we don't understand that it is digital wallet. It's a very pretty simple concept that is there for a while.
Right. I'll tell you a story. When I was working as a floor trader back at the Jamaica Stock Exchange some 22 years ago, they had just introduced the Central Depository Securities
JCSD, Jamaica Central Security Depository.
And the JCSD is a digital thing because you're not walking with the physical certificates anymore. So this isn't brand new. I just want to say that, and don't be intimidated by it. You go slowly. The other thing too I'd like to say is that each Bitcoin is comprised of 1,000 pieces. So you can buy a millionth of a Bitcoin. So don't be intimidated that it's 60,000 for one, because you can get half, you can get 1/1,000,000th of a Bitcoin.
So you can spend 600 and get peace.
Right.
6,000 and get peace. You don't have to think about the Bitcoin now that is trading at $60,000, which is true. Because that is it, you know. Because we are not aware of the thing. We think it out of way. But we have to understand that.
That's what I want to break down. I don't want people to think it's unattainable. Nothing about it is unattainable. And in fact, as crazy as it seems, the 60,000 isn't where it's going to stop. It hasn't even started. 60,000 is a starting point, you know. It hasn't started to grow yet, you know. 60,000 is just, it's early jugglings, as they say.
That is true. That is true, Priel, because the moment it becomes more recognizable and more acceptable, it's going to shoot in price. And that's what people don't realize. And this is a fact.
Fact. And it's unavoidable.
It's unavoidable. The acceptance level is just about here. Just imagine when it goes.
Right. Precisely. Precisely. I mean,
welcome, Jody Chin. Welcome, Stacy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Shoot your comments, shoot your questions. Remember, we are here to take them. Tonight is your night to get an understanding of the whole mystery around cryptocurrency. You are hearing it. You have no idea what this is about. Welcome to Money Matters. Co-hosting?
Yeah. Crypto Priel co-hosting.
With Crypto Priel. So shoot your questions. Feel free. Just go right ahead. Because you ain't going to get it as clear as this again. Right?
Yeah, so the thing with cryptocurrency too is that it's at early adoption stage right now. It had a lot of resistance, and I'll just go through a few recognizable names. Elon Musk has embraced it. You can buy a Tesla with cryptocurrency. You can book your hotel flights. You can book your air trip travels. You can buy anything in crypto now. I mean, it's not widespread in smaller economies, but in larger economies, you can use cryptocurrency if you want. So if these major players, you can go on Amazon, PayPal. PayPal is now supporting cryptocurrency, in particular Bitcoin. And in fact, Facebook.
I think PayPal have their own. If I stand correctly, I think they have their own. I need to double check, but I think they have their own. Someone on the live can confirm, but I think they have their own. PayPal. Go ahead.
So they service you going in and out of cryptocurrency right now. So if you go on Coinbase and you're using Coinbase, you could pay through PayPal, and if you withdraw, you can withdraw from PayPal, and you withdraw right back into your bank account or right back to your credit card if you want. So it's an amazing thing. So we're cryptocurrency. You have to imagine, when you look at something that's trading at $200 and to watch it grow to $60,000 is unfathomable. Unfathomable. However, this is not the destination. It is said that Bitcoin should hit about 288,000 US dollar by the end of this year. By some. Now, there are different people with different benchmarks and different reasons for their various prognostications, but at the end of the day, it's in that realm, and it won't be long before it reach 500,000, maybe a year or two. Partly because to enter other cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is the gateway. That's what has kept the dominance, because if you wanted to buy Litecoin, you can buy Litecoin directly, but usually for an exchange, the first deposit you have to do is deposit and buy some Bitcoin. Then you can buy Ethereum, then you can buy Ripple. Ripple is another big one. Ripple is backed by a lot of major banks in the world. Ripple. It's called Ripple, XRP. It goes by both names, XRP, Ripple. And Ripple is what a lot of people in India use. And it's instantaneous. So here are a few things why Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is good. It's decentralized. No central bank own it. It's just out there, and it's just a cryptographic money. And the next thing for it is it's peer-to-peer. So I could send you half of a Bitcoin and buy one of your nice cars parked in the driveway if it's a nice Mercedes for, I don't know, 40,000, 50,000, 80,000 US. And that's the end of the transaction. For me, we just go to the office, the government tax office, sign off, and we transfer the paperwork to me, but you've been paid. So those are two other reasons. The other thing too is it's anti-inflationary, because when you hold Bitcoin, the Bitcoin value stays steady, because there will only be 21 million Bitcoin ever minted, ever mined. 21 million. And of that, I believe we're up to about 18 million already mined. So you do the math. We only have 3 million left.
You really can't print money in the
Correct.
Bitcoin, in the crypto arena.
And that's key. That is very key, my brother. You cannot print it. So it's anti-inflationary. You can't just put it on a printing press and print some more and devalue the dollar. So it's also a hedge against inflation, because in Jamaica, inflation has always been a problem. When you're a smaller economy, you struggle with that. So when the dollar starts to slide, if you have some Bitcoin, that's a protection. So it won't just help poor people. It's going to help rich people who have a portfolio. Right? Shelly Thunder saying XRP recent close at 44 cents. Yes, XRP closed at 44 cents US today. It's been as high as, I think, $1.98 back in 2017, late 2017. Before that, it was languishing at about 14 cents. So you can see these appreciation percentages are astronomical for the whole class of them. Of course, they go up and down. And while I say that, there's a key thing I should say. Nothing I say tonight should be construed as financial advice. No. It's not financial advice. This is education. You do your research, you educate yourself. You have a question, you ask it, absolutely. But it's not for it's not financial advice by any stretch.
Yeah, we bring financial awareness to you. So you get it here, then you can take it. You want to know something about it, you get it at Money Matters.
I'm getting a question about XRP. Please also explain mining companies to your audience. Okay, so how a Bitcoin is created, Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency because it's cryptographically designed. So crypto means secret. It means coded. That's what crypto means. So it's a coded thing. Bitcoin is created by mathematics. That's all Bitcoin is, It's mathematics on what's called a blockchain. That's the technology it runs on. Like you can run on DOS, you can run on Corel, you can run on anything. You're running on blockchain, which is the newest technology that's running the entire world. So the mining is, there are people who have computers dedicated to solving the mathematical problems which give rise to one Bitcoin or a fraction of a Bitcoin. So when you put your $60,000 to buy a Bitcoin. There are computers all over the world. They're called mining computers, and they will solve the mathematical problem which identifies that a Bitcoin has been bought, you understand, in exchange for fiat money. So those are the miners who create it into existence. So when you put the money, a Bitcoin is created each time you buy it. After all the mining is done, you can only buy what is a second traded Bitcoin. So something that's previously owned. But at this stage, there's still Bitcoin being mined. But a lot of large companies are actually buying so much Bitcoin, there isn't enough being mined at the rate that it's being bought. Because Grayscale, these are large financial companies, holding companies, pension funds in the US, in Israel, all across the world are embracing Bitcoin and putting it in their portfolio. So if you have a portfolio as a fund manager and you don't have Bitcoin in there, your shareholders and your stockholders and your investors are going to be asking you, where is your crypto balance in your portfolio? And that's where Jamaica is going to go, I think, in a very short time.
Yes. Once you see global markets embrace something, it tell you something. It tell you it's in a big message. So yeah, the global market has now embraced cryptocurrencies.
Absolutely.
You can't be left behind now.
Chase Payment, Jamie Dimon from can't remember that company he's from again, but Jamie Dimon has long criticized Bitcoin and now is a big fan of Bitcoin. So they actually have issued their own cryptocurrency. So everybody is into cryptocurrency. Now, again, cryptocurrency and digital currency is not the same thing, you know. So the beauty about Bitcoin is it's decentralized. Nobody owns it. Nobody can prevent you from using it because it's open source. It's like an open source code. You bought the Bitcoin and it's held by you on your wallet. So you should have your Bitcoin stored on your own wallet because part of it is that you're banking yourself. You want to buy a car, you send the man the money. You don't have to join a line. You don't have to get permission. You don't have to give reason why you're wiring the money to the guy down the street to buy the car. You just agree with the guy and it's peer-to-peer. And in fact, I'll tell you a little story too. Venezuela has had some problems, some instability recently with political issues. And the mainstay behind the economy, which has gone through a lot of adversity, has been Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the mainstay whenever our country goes through a rough times. And I'll say with COVID-19, everybody know the world economy is going through a rough time. It's going to get a little bit rougher for a while, maybe not for long. But during that rough period, if you have Bitcoin, you're protected.
Yeah, let me say something on the digital currency for clarity too. The digital currencies are normally issued by the central banks.
Yes.
Right? Unlike the cryptocurrency, as you explained, that's the difference, primary difference.
Yes. Right.
So the moment you hear digital currency, it is authorized, issued currency through a central bank.
Usually, yes. Yeah. When people talk cryptocurrency, that's different. Yes. And governments are now allowing people to utilize cryptocurrency. Before there was, as I said, some opposition to it, but that's not the case anymore.
No, that's not the case. That's not the case. And the push to get it and more people coming, that is the demand for it, is what is sending up the price. Because it's just like a stock. If there is no demand, it's flat. Nothing will happen. Right? And by right, Neil, persons have the right to change their mind. As you made mention of the person a while ago not accepting the crypto before, because I was one person that had said, no, I wouldn't want mail-pack stock in Jamaica, but no, I'm an advocate for mail-pack stock because I see where mail-pack is going. So I had to sit and put it in my top 10. Somebody would have said, but money matters say him not have nothing to do with it. But times change. And you have to look why it changed. So it's critical for you to analyze the reason why you're making a change and making a bold move.
Absolutely. And there's also a saying that only a fool never changes his mind.
And I can tell you that.
Yeah. Only a
so I have made my fair share of mailpack too.
Me too.
And I have no secret about it because they know I disclosed.
I'll tell you something. when a client came to me in 2012 when I was a financial advisor for an institution in Canada, and he asked me, this thing I call Bitcoin, tell me a little bit about it. And I said, well, I don't know, it just sounds crazy. It just doesn't sound like Alex Chin just joined. Yeah, great joining. Thanks for joining, Alex. So he asked me about Bitcoin. I didn't know much. This was 2012. At this time, I think Bitcoin might have been like $100. And I said, no, and I brushed over it. And it didn't come back on my radar till 2016/2017.
Hold on, Neil. I think the Brian 321 is from your side.
The Brian, no.
Okay, the Brian. Just for clarity, you say how Money Matters live operate. We normally select and use one co-host. Probably next week we might go 2 co-hosts or 3 co-hosts or whatever it is. But you can send your message or send your comment and we hit it right on the spot. And remember, we only have 5 minutes to go because it's a half-hour program, right? It's just half hour. We try to hit it on the nail. Before we even go further, so we are explaining how do you buy it and how do you trade it and how will they make money from it.
Right. All right. Quickly. You buy it by opening an account on an exchange, a cryptocurrency exchange. My Instagram has many cryptocurrency exchanges. The largest one and usually the simplest, easiest one is Coinbase. Cryptocurrency is at such an advanced stage now, you can actually have options. You can have derivatives from cryptocurrency. You can borrow cryptocurrency and sell it, which is what one form of options. And so the simplest exchange is Coinbase. So you open an account on an exchange. I'm not presenting for Coinbase at all. I have an account with cryptocurrency because usually you need more than one. So you open an account, you put some money either off by wiring or from a Visa card, and then you purchase the cryptocurrency. By holding it, it will appreciate over time. Cryptocurrency, I will say, have wide swings, wild swings and wild fluctuations because it's a new asset. But over the long term, it has outperformed every single asset ever created on the planet, ever.
But that's where the opportunity is, Crypto Priel. The opportunity is here because you have wide swings. If there were no swings, then you would have no opportunity.
Correct. And I'll say this, I buy and hold. I don't trade it every day, but there are people who actually trade because in that movement, if you can use the trading algorithms, if you can use the trading platforms and you want to use it and you have the time, you can simply trade and make money going right forward. But the way you make money is by having something that's not going to depreciate. That's the key thing, you know. So if you ask me, how will Jamaicans make money? One, you're going to have an asset that is not subject to inflation. And inflation is a money killer. Inflation kills your money. So that's how you make money. The second thing is you're in an asset class that's the fastest growing asset class on the planet. So you're going to make money when you put it in there. Those are the two. I'll stop right there. I could give you 100. The other one is simplicity. You can move money and pay a guy in China and there's no banks involved.
You know, that is the part that have most persons thinking. So what if this guy what is my recourse? That is it. That is it.
That's true.
What is my recourse?
Right. There really isn't any recourse because you're sending this live money. So you do your research. But at the same time, let me make it a little easier. You could buy your stuff from Amazon with your cryptocurrency and you wouldn't have to ask anyone. Right? I'll do it that way. You can buy stuff from Amazon. I know everybody want to buy something from Amazon.
Yeah, but this is what scares person, you know, because where is my recourse? But the truth is, you could buy a house and then you can't get the title for it.
God bless you. God bless you. Yeah. You see.
So there's a transactional risk in every single transaction, which is true.
But I'll tell you something else. There is involved in cryptocurrency, and I don't want to go into it too much, what they call smart contracts. And this is particularly developed on the Ethereum blockchain. Ethereum. And that contract, smart contract, means when you get paid is only when you've performed it. So it doesn't need It doesn't need a third party to verify. In other words, the contract can be written so that the currency don't get transferred to the guy in China until you verify and accept that you've received the product. And the contract automatically gets executed. So there's a lot of codes, as you might imagine, to mathematics that can be written into it, so it protects you.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give a quick comparison between the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency, and the US dollar. The US dollar is one of the easily acceptable and recognizable and usable currency, international currency, or money as we know it.
Yeah.
And the only reason why that is so is because we have confidence in it and we adopt it. No, that is why they call it the strong currency. The strong. Now, Bitcoin amongst all will right now is the strong one because it is the first mover and it is gaining acceptance and popularity at the same time. And persons see where their value is going up while it's being traded, and it's actively being traded.
Absolutely.
So just think of the crypto right now like the US dollar, and you see it going through a fair share. Welcome,
that's exactly it.
Carla Pitcan, welcome. You guys are pretty much joining when we are about to leave. But nonetheless, I will give...
One point. Imagine you had some British pound, some Japanese yen, and some US dollar, some Jamaican dollar. The next currency you really need is some cryptocurrency. That's the truth. It's just like you would put some US aside. Every Jamaican like to put some US. Whether you're going to travel or you just want to be sure then this exchange rate don't leave you. This is exactly how it works. So you want to have cryptocurrency.
That is true. If it is one alternate currency we have, is US dollar.
Yes.
It's US dollar.
I know. Everybody has US. Will have some Bitcoin now, is my word to you. And if you want more information, just hop on and Freedom Through Crypto. And the whole idea behind Freedom Through Crypto is that it's going to free you up from the pain of inflation when your money can't buy the same thing it used to buy. And it's going to free you from the pain of needing to join a line to pay a bill, because the banks are going to be taking Bitcoin, and the bill companies like Digicel and Flow will take Bitcoin soon. So you'll have that freedom without joining a line to pay your water bill and your light bill. Don't worry about that. So that's another reason.
Well, you know, we are bringing this awareness, money awareness. And it's timely. It's timely because, as I said, the finance minister quoted as going digital currency by 2021, which have to come to the central bank, of course.
By 2022.
2022, we're talking about how do you make money from crypto. It's just like we say, how do you make money from stocks? But you have to start somewhere. You have to get an account. If you don't get an account, you can't. And you're not going to get the account in Jamaica. You have to find a way to get it overseas. And you were given one side. Remember, Crypto Priel is not the person that you would be giving your money to. Right. We are just trying to give you an example. I'm trying to bring to your awareness of exactly what is happening now with currency. That's it. Crypto,
that's it.
It's coming. It's going nowhere.
Yeah,
it is here.
It's here to stay.
It's here to stay.
Incredible opportunities out there for everyone, especially Jamaicans.
Don't have a fear when you hear cryptocurrency. It is coming Jamaica's way. It is. It is.
Absolutely.
Crypto, digital, you name it.
Yeah.
So Neil, I wanted to give the takeaway. We're actually 5 minutes over. We try to be disciplined because you have to be disciplined in your money matters. If you are not disciplined in your money matters, you will lose your money. But nonetheless, just give us some takeaways. Let me see if there is any comment that we'll take. One. Well, Yannick says she's late. We know that you have exams. Your exam is preparing. The next exam, you have a Bitcoin question, a crypto question.
I love it. All right. So I
Yeah.
won't take the 5. I'll take a minute of it. In Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is the new way that payment system and value and store of value will be held. So Bitcoin is the new paradigm. It's what the internet was back in the early 1990s when it was just developing and everyone have an email address. Everyone will be dealing with cryptocurrency. So the sooner you embrace it, the better. And you'll make money for embracing it, and eventually you'll be ahead of the curve and you'll make even more money than the other people who join later. So in a nutshell, get into Bitcoin, get into cryptocurrency, because you're going to make money and you're going to be protected from inflation.
You know what is the big thing why it is so true? When the internet started, nobody would be buying and selling things on the internet. And today, the internet sales is 1,000 times brick and mortar sales. Just understand that. Brick and mortar retail sales is nowhere compared to the traffic on the internet. So you hear it first on Money Matters. You better believe it. Cryptocurrency is here. It is here. Jamaicans, get ready. Canadians, you're there already. Americans, you're prepared already. So we thank your co-host for sharing your expertise with us. We look forward and see you. And we say, share the live. It's time. And thank you for coming, my friend.
My pleasure.
See you. Thank you all for joining. It's another Money Matters Monday. You got it first from Know Your Money Matters.
All right.